This is our top level agent diagram drawn in Elements.Cloud that consists of boxes that are agent skills and use cases. We drill down into a skill and we then have the jobs to be done for that skill. Now, a job to be done effectively equates to a topic in Agentforce. We can then drill into that job to be done, and we now have the process steps the agent takes to deliver on the job to be done. Now, building our own agents, we found that starting with standard UPN diagram, we built tighter instructions, which resulted in reliable agents that really worked as intended. Now, the reason is that mapping this out well in UPN creates very specific natural language instructions for the agent, and it's so quick and simple to build effectively when you can see what you are looking to tell the agent visually. So a couple of key things about this diagram. So you'll notice the boxes, the activity boxes, are different colours and they have different resources. So the AI agent resource is effectively the agent engaging with the end user, and we then have action activities with action resources. So action, and then the API name of the action in Salesforce. So here we have a prompt template action, and here we have a flow action. Now what we can do from within the product, within Elements.Cloud, we now have this process. So we're now going to go and automatically generate the instructions for the agent. So if I go into our Changes tab, hit Generate Agent Details, and then hit Instructions, it will then come up with the agent instructions drawn by this process. So take you through them. So if missing data, so there's your missing data input, then do the activity, then inform the user what data is missing. For an action, the format's slightly different. So if start date is on a working day, so your if is your input, then do the activity box using the action within the resource on the activity box. So what do we do now? So this is all being copied to a clipboard. We can then go into Agent Builder and we can paste those instructions directly in. Now, we all know that building an agent is iterative. When you're testing, if you aren't happy with the agent response, don't go and update your instructions here. Go and change the process and generate your instructions again from the process. So for example, we wanted to add an activity step that summarized the information for the end user. So here we've added our activity box, we've added our inputs. I'm going to go into our instruction generation, to changes, into instructions. And again here, you can now see the new summarized if statements here. So these are the new instructions for the new activities, and again I can go in, I'm going to get rid of all those and I'm going to paste. Now we've generated new instructions. In terms of showing the history of instruction generation, so from a governance perspective, we can actually give you an audit trail of the instruction and process changes. So if I go to this change log here, we can then start to see a history of the instructions and the process changes that this agent has gone through. So from a governance perspective, we now actually effectively have an audit log. So the result is that the agents we've built work very well. They're more reliable and they took a fraction of the time to build, correct and improve, and we also have that governance on top as well. This stuff really works.